Hey everybody, welcome back. We are on the Priest today in Loch Modan, and we are heading north to turn in Mountaineer Stormpike's task. And we also have Stormpike's delivery, and that's from Stormwind, so I believe Stormpike is up here at the North Gate Pass, but we're gonna go find out. And then we'll see if he has any quests for us to do in this immediate area that happen to be green quests. If not, we're going to go report to Ironforge. Well, it'll depend on what he wants us to do. If it's something really convenient, but it's a yellow quest, we'll do it. If it's something further off in the zone, then we'll probably hold off on it. And yeah, it does look like he's inside here.
What's on your mind?
Well, if it isn't a young, bristling priest, no doubt drawn here by talk of my exploits in fields of battle. No time for stories now, for there are great, important deeds that need doing. So if you're looking for glory, then luck shines on you today. You come all the way from Stormwind? I hear it's getting dicey down there in the human lands, with brigands and orcs running about. Perfect place for a priest to prove his worth. Aha, so Gourmand finally finished my axe. I can't wait to try it against some trogs and kobolds. Many thanks, Athos. It was a long distance to travel for this delivery. Here are some coins for your efforts. That's right, I have a task that I can't do while I'm guarding. In fact, it'll take you far from Loch Modan. Your perfect chance for adventure. Stormpike's order. There is a dwarven armor smith whose work I greatly admire. His name is Furin Longbeard, and his skill is unmatched. I need a new shield, and I must have one of his. The problem is, Furin is far to the south in the dwarven district within Stormwind. In human lands. I can't imagine why he would live there, so far from Ironforge. Humans must pay him a king's ransom to keep him there. So, if you want to travel and don't mind making some money, then will you send Furin my request for a shield?
Off with you.
We can do that.
Interest you on the
But what else? Filthy Paws. The Silver Stream mine to the east ran dry long ago. It was converted by the Miners' League into a storage depot, but now kobolds have moved in, putting their filthy paws on good dwarven tools. We'll root out those vermin soon enough, but the League wants someone to get their gear out of the mine before the warriors tromp in there and break things. It'll be a tough delve. You might want cohorts at your side. The gear is stored in the Miners' League crates throughout the mine. Good luck. Go to the Silverstream mine and collect 4 loads of miners' gear. Those are definitely not... It's not really better than what we have. I mean, it's more health. We can give up the spirit. I mean, maybe we can afford to lose the spirit. I'd hate to, but...
Watch your back.
Maybe we will have to see. Trying to cast that on myself. Yeah, so Filthy Paws is green, so we do want to tackle this one now. Silverstream Mine is right over here, so it's actually really close. He said we would need or want cohorts at our side. It's not marked as an elite quest though, so we're gonna just tackle it ourselves. If we run into any players in the area, maybe we'll toss somebody an invite. I hope you are all doing very well today, and I just wanted to say thank you for being here in Azeroth with me. As time goes on and the world gets crazier and crazier, this becomes more and more the place that I like to retreat to have some kind of inner peace. Looks like somebody's been through here. There's some respawns popping up. And these guys are level 12, so I don't imagine we're going to have much difficulty with them at all. We're looking for crates of miner's gear. I'm assuming we will know it when we see it. See, we probably could have come up here and did this a while ago. It was kind of hard to tell since the quest was green. Some of these guys will be worth a little bit of kill experience. Just not very many of them. In the meantime, whoever cleared through here before us looks to have grabbed most, if not all, of the crates. Ha ha. Miners League crates. We only need 4, so it's probably not going to be difficult. See some in the back there. If this person doesn't run in there and grab them, which it looks like they are definitely doing, more power to them. I guess we've probably done things just like that before. All of those in that room respawned as soon as they ran out, and luckily we didn't get aggro on any of them. I'm gonna do the same thing here. It just seems like a dog-eat-dog world.
I need to get closer.
Oh, good. That's really getting annoying. I am incredibly annoyed at that. I'm incredibly annoyed at the respawn BS that we constantly have to deal with. That would be one of my biggest complaints about WoW Classic, is the goddamn respawn rates. Getting us into all kinds of unnecessarily stupid situations. Okay, let's try all of that again from the entrance. Everything is basically respawned, so it shouldn't pop up right in our faces as we're fighting 3 other enemies already. And if it could avoid doing that, everything would be good. Like, I don't have too many expectations, but I expect that if I'm already fighting 2 guys, I really don't want a 3rd guy to respawn and then everything behind us to have respawned, because then we can't even run away. We did run away. Somehow we managed to live. Only because all of these mobs are so many levels below us. Had this been something we did at level, they would have killed us, as they very nearly did anyway. Alright, well, we don't need to fight these guys. We can just try to avoid as many of them as we can. Definitely something we could have come here earlier to do, but if the respawn rate was always that ferocious, then I'm really glad that we waited. Because I'm sure the nearest graveyard is way down here. It would not have been a fun spirit run. So I think we turn this in, we hearth, we fly to Ironforge, we turn in our little fetch quest there about the excavation site, we visit, well, we go to the Deep Run Tram, we go to Stormwind, we visit the priest trainer, And then we do our little breadcrumb quest there for this guy's shield. Is it a shield that he wanted? Yeah, I guess he's wielding a shield and a mace.
Talk to me.
Did you see a lot of kobolds in there? I can't wait for the order to clear them out of the mine. The thought of their grimy hands clawing around our mine makes my stomach rumble. Yeah, you'd be really upset about how fast they respawn too.
Be good.
Let's just equip this for a bit. You know, it's more armor. It's a change of pace. Pretty glad we have a shirt under it. Otherwise, it looks like we would just be bare arming it. That looks cool. Let's go with this for now. I like it. Alright, on that note, we hearth. And we could fly to Ironforge.
Here there. Watch your back.
It's a fairly short flight. Well, it's something I could have edited out for you guys. For some reason I thought it was a little bit quicker of a flight, but it's okay. There she is, the impressive mountain fortress of Ironforge. And this is going to be back in the Explorers League headquarters. Okay, so I think that's straight in the back. Hall of Explorers. And we're gonna drop off right here, so that's perfect. There's a lot of really interesting lore stuff and books and items to read in the Hall of Explorers, and one day I would love to do an episode completely dedicated to reading all the stuff in here that nobody would watch except for the few that are actually really interested in that. And the music got really crazy as well. But yeah, they have all kinds of stuff in here that you can read about. I've read some of it. But like I said, I'd love to take a short episode and just read everything and learn everything we can about lore as it was in vanilla. It can often shed light on how lore is today or what has changed in the lore. We Stormpikes don't like being bothered with trivial matters, priest. I hope you brought news worthy of my valuable attention. Curse that Iron Band. I sent him a load of blast powder weeks ago, but he's made no mention of it in this report. So, where did the blast powder go? If Ironband still needs blast powder, then by Magni he'll have it. I sent the approval on ahead with a messenger to Jern Hornhelm in Thal'samar. He'll prepare the powder and other supplies to take to Ironband. And one more thing. I want you to personally see that the shipment of powder reaches the destination. The last one didn't, so keep your mind sharp and your eyes open.
Be good.
That's going to take us right back to Thal'samar. Powder to Iron Band. So we could do that. Like I said, I kind of want to complete these quests here before we go back to Westfall. What we are going to do, since we're not going to jump right to Stormwind, so we're going to visit the priest trainer here, which I am not sure where they would be. Possibly just in the Mystic Ward, I guess. We will find a guard. Also, let's look at our skinning. We could probably try to level up skinning, although I don't know if the trainer in Ironforge can help us with that. Okay, so the priest is in the Mystic Ward. Where is the skinning trainer?
See you soon.
And the skinning trainer is way down here, so let's go there first and see if they can teach us the next rank. It's possible that there's only a certain trainer that can get us to the next rank, and it might not be possible at this time, but we're gonna give a look and see. That way I know if I need to find out where the other trainer is at. They might be in Darnassus. They could be in somewhere totally random.
You got my attention.
Yeah, see, he has nothing else for us. So we're gonna have to figure out... Although maybe he wouldn't yet. Maybe we'd have to hit 125. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm glad I checked this. So he has it all. I don't know what I was thinking of. There was a certain profession I had to go to some random place to find the trainer. Let's hold off then. 125 we'll be able to train expert skinning. Good to know. Good to know. Sorry, I noticed these shirts, these very normal looking shirts on hangers, and it really took me aback for some reason. Whoops, into the Mystic Ward we go. It's about the thumbnail time. I just love how some of this stuff looks. You see a lot of buildings that look the same, and then you come across a structure like this, and it looks just so distinct from everything else around it. There's our priest trainer.
Welcome.
Help if we had a UI. Let's see. Well, we only want to see what we can get. Spell magic, you know, that's very useful. It's 20 silver though. We're gonna hold off. Power word shield rank 3, yes please. Renew rank 2, we're gonna need that for healing. Desperate prayer rank 2, we're gonna need that for healing. Shadow word pain rank 3, of course. Spell magic, we should just train it.
Watch your back.
We're gonna have to learn it eventually, but honestly, sometimes in the race to get your mount, there are certain spells that you won't purchase just to save the money later on. Let's upgrade our hotbars so we make sure we have the current ranks of everything. We're gonna put Dispel Magic right up here next to Cure Disease. Get our second rank of Renew down here. We have Smite rank 3 already on our bar. Desperate Prayer rank 2. And then Shadow Word Pain rank 3. Okay, so yeah, that was a great level for us. We're going to be dealing more damage. We have some better healing and some better protection. So that was definitely worth it. And now we just need to fly back to Thal'samar so that we can help the excavation get its explosives and possibly find out what happened to the last batch that got sent. I have a suspicion that it's related to the wagon we saw broken down on the side of the road. But we'll soon find out. And I have to make a mental note that we need to come back to a skinning trainer after we get that to 125, which will be very shortly. That would likely be so hot that it would be unbearable to be so close to it. And definitely, like, to be so close to it swinging a hammer on an anvil all day. I guess dwarves are probably immune to heat exhaustion.
No. Safe.
Back to Thal'samar, please. Oh man, this zone just makes me look forward to when summer is over and temperatures finally start to cool off. I'm a huge fan of autumn and early spring, and given the choice between deep summer and deep winter, I will always go with deep winter because I can easily put on another layer, but at some point, it becomes impossible for me to consider going outside when the temperature is anytime it's above 90 degrees, basically. That's a good way to ensure that I want to be in a house. Somewhere with air conditioning. It's a very first world problem, but it's that 90-degree mark. That unlivable mark where what they're not telling you is that it actually feels like it's 115. Loch Modan looks pleasant. It looks like it would probably be a brisk temperature here, but clearly a bit warmer than the snows of Dun Moreau. Okay, so I think we need to speak to somebody first, yeah, and then we're gonna head out back towards the excavation. Let's head over to the Explorers League building.
Well met.
What? Stormpike wants you to personally see the shipment to Ironband. I suppose that's fine. The only problem is I've already sent Huldar with the porters, Mirren and Sean. You just missed them. They left just a short while ago. In fact, we didn't just miss them. We've seen them on the side of the road, but it's fine. It's not too late though. You're welcome to go look for Huldar. He can't have made it very far. Strong as they are, Mirren and Sean can only move so fast, laden down with those barrels. They're taking the normal route to the site, leaving south of town and following the curve of the loch.
Be good.
Oh, we know where they're at. They've been stalled out in the same exact place since we got to the zone, so... It's things like that that eventually, when they introduce the concept of phasing and that there could be different phases to a zone where you could make things actually change, where parts of the narrative just make more sense. I think it was Wrath of the Lich King when they started doing phasing for just changing little things in the world around the player. Sometimes that meant you ended up in a different phase than one of your friends, but it's just definitely worth it to be able to tell any kind of narrative within a quest where you can affect the world or where the world changes at all based on what you do. And honestly, for immersion, like, I always prefer to see the world change depending on what I do and where I'm at in a quest chain. Because otherwise you encounter things like this where we've met these guys on the road here, you know, hours ago, but supposedly they now have just set out. And you just kind of become trapped in that when you don't have something like different phases that change based on where you're at in the questing. Help, we're being attacked. Dark irons. Bloody dark irons. Taste the judgment of the holy light.
That spell isn't ready.
Ooh, and it looks like their porters have turned on them as well. Or at least one of their porters. Sean or Sian. Alright, boys.
How are you?
Delivering these barrels to the excavation site is hard work, but there are so many depending on us to get the blast powder there. We must do what we can against the dark irons. It'll take more than a dark iron ambush to stop the deliveries. But Sean, I would never have suspected him to be one of their sympathizers. We've been working with him for almost a year now. Maybe I missed the signs. Well, I'll consider that later. We've been hauling the barrels of powder back and forth in trips before this business. Now we have to split up the work. Mirren's taking the barrels and I'm watching over the other ones. I don't feel safe letting Mirren haul the rest of the shipment by himself. When he's ready to go, maybe you could escort him on his next trip?
Be good.
That's why we're here, boys. We've been told that we are responsible for getting this there, so...
What's on your mind?
Hello, priest. You'll be escorting me to the excavation site? That's good to hear. After Sean and his cronies, who knows what else the Dark Irons might have up their sleeves. Anyways, let me just make some final checks. Talk to me again when you're ready to go. First, we need to get this powder to Ironband. It'll be a lot for me to carry, and these parts can get dangerous. And who knows what else the Dark Irons might have in store for me. I'll feel a lot better with you coming along. So, escort quest, and we're gonna get a waste that we don't quite need.
See you soon.
Because we got that awesome random green drop a while back. The Willow Belt of the Eagle, which was just a great random drop that we got. We could do our little roleplay walk here with Mirren. That is a beautiful skybox. The sun is slowly starting to sink towards the mountains surrounding the loch. And now we have that deep orange afternoon glow setting in. And because of that, the cliff lurkers are coming out of their deep holes as they sense the impending twilight. It's nice when our walks are relatively the same speed and that you can just kind of walk along with them. Otherwise you're running and jumping and it just gets kind of annoying and silly. This seems slow, but it's as fast as he's gonna move, so it might as well be as fast as we move. That's kind of my opinion on it. In a minute we're gonna get jumped by some Iron Band. He's taking a very circulous route. It's too bad they couldn't show him like actually carrying like a stack of barrels on his back or something. but it's really just an excuse for him to do the RP walk all the way here. Although I would have expected them to throw like at least one more combat at us. Oh, here we go. Let's just dot both these guys up. Go ahead and bubble ourselves. Let's take care of this one first. Let's take a look at these guys.
Not ready yet.
He's already running. See ya. Oh, we don't want to leave him behind. That it would be dangerous. We probably got about as far away from him just there as we want to without totally screwing over the quest and having to redo it. Don't leave your NPC behind. It's gonna trigger here any second. Ah, here at last. It's going to feel so good to get rid of these barrels. What barrels, man? Okay then. Alright, let's talk to Prospector Ironband.
You got my attention.
Oh, thank the light the powder is here. But it is troubling news that you bring as well. To think that the Dark Irons have sympathizers able to procure this sort of material for their dastardly plans. That's a matter for someone else to consider some other time. I must put this powder to good use. Take the mail so we can sell it for more.
Watch your back.
And that's the kind of anticlimactic conclusion to that quest chain. I mean, maybe if we hadn't already been here to do the other quest, it would lead into like us doing a little bit more, but every time I've leveled in this zone, I've done those quests first, and then I've done this quest. And so it always feels like it just sort of dead ends. So now we have Stormpike's order complete. We need to... That's going to be the one that takes us all the way to Stormwind. And so that's what's going to be next on the agenda. We'll head back to thal'samar. We will fly to Ironforge. And we will take the tram to Stormwind. We will turn this in. And when we're there, I think we'll go ahead and we'll head to Westfall. And we'll make sure that there's not any quest popping up there for us to do. And if not, we will go ahead and take on the People's Militia, which is the only active quest we have. Defias Brotherhood actually would take us into Lakeshire, which is in Redridge. That's another zone that we can start getting into pretty soon. And we're going to be level 19. Probably as we start working on People's Militia, that will be the time that I look for a Deadmines group. So really looking forward to getting us over there and doing that. Let me know what you guys think so far of the Priest. I'm really loving it myself. It's probably my favorite class at this point. It's a little early to say that, but I've been putting a lot of time into it consistently. And it seems like actually safe for me to say at this point I've been thoroughly enjoying myself. And I hope you guys are too. So let me know. As always, thanks so much for joining me. I can't tell you how much the support means, really and truly. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we'll see you back in Azeroth real soon. Bye now.